Right now, some chickens are doing individuation separation. It's interesting to watch, let alone know that it just dawned on me that that's what I'm witnessing out there. I mean, I've seen it for the past 12 years, and the truth is about that goes on. First of all, God, this is a hard conversation to have. Each and every chicken has their own personality. Now, it's because they have their own programming. And I would say that, not only astrology has a profound effect on us, like, the cosmos, it's a vibrational frequency that is in the plasmatic field and it's creating animation as we know it, especially the human rollout. Like, if there's an Akashic record, so these are programs we're dealing with, and so even the programs within the programs aren't anything new. And I'm looking at, oh my God, yes, every chicken has their own personality, and and I would say it's a psychological trip, right? That's the programming, You could darn well say it's psychology because, well, first of all, psychology isn't considered a real science; it's a pseudoscience. Why? Because real science deals with subject matter that is the truth. Really, it's object matter, right? It is pertaining to truths that anybody can see it on their own and they'll come up with the same thing. This is something that narcissists don't understand about the truth. I mean, it's 80%. I mean, there is a massive amount of people out there that are just completely clueless about, let alone what reality is, but what's the nature of the truth? Anyway, getting back to, babes, what I'm observing here, it's so, it's just profoundly, well, it's just profound for me to see this is happening. And then, well, just to shorten it up, because I don't want to take 3 hours to talk about each and every way, but you need to think about really everybody, me, I mean, is how I look at it. Okay, so the story goes, see, I only know about stories about Jesus. Jesus is a story about uh, a human presence here that walked through the towns and influenced people to the point of, well, after a while, what outnumbers is going to chase you down and kill you. But anyway, let's get back to the joys of Jesus, which is just, it's a great experience. Like, you probably have 12 pages talking about that story. It talks about love and then how you resonate with your body to get the fish to come and heal things and flip a tax table if you can. Scare everybody and have them kill you to death. Was that you? Oh my God, wasn't that a great story? Oh shit. Whew. God, how rude. So anyway, she was cruising through one time, and it's hard. I guess it's hard somewhere, wherever that was. She's like, shh, don't tell anybody I'm here. And I'm like, but at the same time, all she wants to do is pour. That's what happened. The fact about what happened about that character over there, um, she or he, we don't know. Whatever it was that filled itself up with such knowing about the ionosphere and the universe, it could have been a really smart person, just elevated a little higher than the average there, walked through the town. And, I mean, everybody was, of course, I mean, against more than four, maybe. I'm not getting a very good welcome mat. I have to be a welcome mat, right, Jesus? Right? Yes, you're the one that is right there at the doorstep, and we're wiping. Thank you for sacrificing your. Let me get back. I understand that was great, but did it really, really make a difference? Really, I think. Let me get back to the story, the good story. Ah, that's a terrible story. Why do people hang on to that story? And let's wear a cross of a bloody scene, with a fucking. No, did you know that the truth about the gospel of the teachings of Jesus, if you ever got it, you are blessed, and you're like, I get it, eureka, and wow, oh, you can protect yourself in a net, and I'm not talking about the church. It's not really that, babes. Maybe, maybe. I've seen some strange stuff going on there. It's emotional each time. I mean, I've gone there before and I've looked in it, and boy, I get nothing but emotional. I just start crying. Wow. Back to who knows why that is. Trying to tell a story, just a simple one. Supposedly, she's walking through the town, and people are like, God, how you think there is a God? Prove to us, what is God like? And she says, you see those chickens in your backyard? Observe the hen. You want to know what God is like. And she traipsed away. This is now I am still finding the observation of these birds infinitely interesting, and I'm still learning about things. And now I'll tell you that it's just because I like to look into things deeper, and I like to imagine and say, well, what is even that story? A lot of people don't know that story because, well, true storytelling is not happening. It's a political collage painting crock of shit, and it's like, good God, the kids are I'm in trouble with that. To be subjected to red herrings, red herrings. Let's talk about chickens instead. Um, the presence of people on this earth called chickens. Who right now, I've gone through it in each and every situation and way that the mama chicken, and are these mothers? Babes, I see chickens laying eggs, and they come to the same nest, and there could be like 12, and they're all a different chicken. And then one of them chooses to sit on it after a while. And sometimes, babe, sometimes that doesn't happen. Um, Sometimes, like what Jesusika did, Jesusika, she didn't even lay eggs in the coop. She started laying eggs outside, and she managed to do it underneath the staircase there. And then I helped her along with protection. It takes 21 days for them to finally hatch an egg. They lay there at a temperature, I think it's at 103 degrees. And they go into a trance state, and they just do two things. Besides for sitting on the eggs, they get up, they eat, and then take a shit. Oh, three things. And then they take a bath, get a dust bath, and then they go back. And that's just like human, right? When I talk about it, and I go like this, and I start doing feather movement, you're like, oh, I can't relate. It's like, no, you can't relate because you don't have wings. But anyway, getting back to, yeah.